Dawn over the Mongolian steppe sets our story's stage. An empire's reach spreads across Eurasia like living ink, a breath before the legend truly begins. At its peak, his empire covered 24 million square kilometers, roughly the size of Africa. He started with nothing. No army, no title, no land. His father was murdered when he was 9 years old, and his own clan abandoned him and his family to die on the steppe. So how did the orphan son of a poisoned chieftain build the largest contiguous empire in human history? Was it brutality, genius, or was it a soul operating exactly according to its design? His energetic centers ignite a blueprint taking form before you. Human design is a synthesis of ancient wisdom and quantum physics that maps your unique energetic blueprint. It doesn't tell you what to do, it reveals how you are designed to move through the world. Genghis Khan was born around 1162 CE near the Onan River in northeastern Mongolia in what is now Kenti province. His exact birth date and time are lost to the 12th century, so we're working with the conventionally used date of the 31st of July, 1162, with noon as a neutral placeholder. This chart is exploratory, not definitive, but what it suggests is extraordinary. Based on this data, Genghis Khan appears to be a manifestor, the second rarest human design type, comprising only about 8 to 9% of the population. Manifestors are the only type designed to initiate. They don't wait for permission, they don't respond to the world. They act from a place of sovereign inner knowing, and the world reorganizes around them. His likely authority, splenic, meaning his decisions were driven by an instantaneous, body-level knowing, not emotion, not logic. A lightning-fast survival instinct that was almost always correct. His profile, 3-5, the martyr and the heretic, a soul built to learn through trial and error and to be seen by the world as a transformer of broken systems. He never heard of human design, but his life is one of its most vivid illustrations. A lone child faces the steppe's cold, relentless winds. Temujin, the boy who would become Genghis Khan, was born into a world of radical instability. His father, Yasuge, was a minor chieftain who was poisoned by rival Tatars when Temujin was approximately 9 years old. What followed was not grief and mourning. It was abandonment. His own clan refused to follow a child, left his family without horses or food, and scattered into the steppe. For a manifestor, this early environment was both brutal conditioning and unlikely preparation. Manifestors carry a naturally self-contained sovereign aura. Unlike generators who are designed to draw people in, manifestors radiate a focused, independent energy that commands attention and respect. People feel the power in their presence before a single word is spoken. As a child, Temujin would have felt this acutely. The clan didn't just distrust his age. They sensed something in his energy they couldn't name or control, and that unnerved them. The growth edge for a manifestor is navigating anger, the frustration that builds when the world keeps blocking their initiations or demanding they ask permission before acting. Temujin's early life was a relentless test of that edge. He was once captured and enslaved by a rival clan, forced to wear a wooden yoke. He escaped alone, at night, into the freezing steppe, not asking for help, not waiting for rescue, initiating his own freedom. Instinct flashes his spleen, guiding split-second survival. His likely open emotional center is worth noting here. An undefined solar plexus means he didn't generate emotional waves of his own, but absorbed and amplified the emotional states of those around him. On the steppe, surrounded by fear, grief, and survival desperation, he would have felt everything and learned to read it with terrifying accuracy. That is the open center's gift. When you stop being consumed by it, you become the most emotionally intelligent person in the room, precisely because you're not drowning in your own emotional noise. Alliances spark and break across the roaming steppe. Building the Foundation and First Saturn Return, ages 20 to 30. Through his teens and early 20s, Temujin did something no Mongol leader had done systematically before. He built alliances based on loyalty rather than kinship. In a tribal world where blood determined everything, this was radical. He promoted men based on merit and adopted enemies who impressed him. This is splenic authority operating at full power. Splenic decisions are instantaneous reads of trustworthiness, danger, and opportunity. There is no deliberation. The body knows. Temujin trusted that knowing absolutely, and his alliance network grew with remarkable speed. Around age 28 to 30, his first Saturn return arrived. Saturn demands commitment to your true path and strips away what doesn't belong. For Temujin, Saturn delivered the test in 1190 when he faced his blood brother and former ally Jamukha in battle at Dalin Baljit. Temujin lost. Badly. A lesser leader would have retreated permanently. Instead, he analyzed exactly what had failed, restructured his entire military formation, and emerged with innovations that would eventually make his cavalry unstoppable. The loss became the blueprint for every victory that followed. That is Saturn doing its work. The Kurultai, or large assembly, unites the tribes. A name is bestowed. In 1206, at approximately age 44, Temujin was proclaimed Genghis Khan, universal ruler, at a great assembly of all Mongol tribes. Every rival clan had been defeated or absorbed. The fractured steppe was unified for the first time in generations. This moment sits almost precisely at his Uranus opposition. The midlife transit when Uranus opposes its natal position and the soul's deepest, most authentic self demands full expression. No more rehearsal. No more positioning. The Uranus opposition says, this is who you actually are, now live it completely. For a 3-5 manifestor, this is the moment the world finally sees what the 5 has always promised. The heretic arrives. The broken system, in this case a fractured, self-destroying collection of warring Mongol tribes, is fixed by the one person no one could fully predict or contain. The manifestor's strategy is to inform before acting, and Genghis Khan formalized this into military doctrine. Before every campaign, he sent envoys with an explicit message: surrender peacefully and be absorbed, or resist and face the consequences. This wasn't harshness for its own sake. It was a manifestor informing the world of what was about to happen. Those who listened thrived. Those who didn't were removed. The campaigns that followed rewrote the map of the known world: Persia, northern China, Central Asia, the Khwarezmian Empire. Each conquest faster and more devastating than conventional military wisdom said was possible. Around age 48 to 50, the Chiron Return arrives, bringing the soul face to face with its core wound and its greatest gift simultaneously. Genghis Khan's wound was abandonment and betrayal. Left to die as a child, enslaved, betrayed by allies. His entire life had been shaped by a drive to build loyalty structures so iron-tight that abandonment became impossible. His Chiron gift was the mirror of that wound. He created a system of radical meritocracy that was centuries ahead of its time. Former enemies became generals, conquered peoples kept their religions and customs. The Silk Road was unified and made safe for trade under Mongol protection. The Pax Mongolica, an era of relative stability across Eurasia, emerged directly from the systems he built. The man whose clan left him to die on the steppe created the conditions for merchants, scholars, and diplomats to travel safely from China to Persia. That is a Chiron wound transmuted into civilization-level impact. Lines 3 and 5 illuminate trial, transformation, leadership. His 3-5 profile kept doing what it was designed to do. Every alliance tested, every system broken and rebuilt, every painful lesson from the early years applied at continental scale. The 3 never stops learning. The 5 never stops being projected onto as the answer. Genghis Khan embodied both until the very end. His design overlays a vast, starlit empire. Genghis Khan died in 1227 at approximately age 65 during a campaign in northwestern China. He requested to be buried in secret, with no monument, no marker. The Manifestor, who had remade the world, wanted no fixed point that could be found, controlled, or venerated, even in death, on his own terms, initiating the terms of his own legacy. He never knew human design. He had no language for his Manifestor aura, his Splenic Authority, or his 3-5 profile. He simply lived it with a totality that reshaped human history. And this is what quantum sovereignty looks like in practice. It is not about being the loudest, the most powerful, or the most feared. It is about being so completely aligned with your own energetic truth that the world has no framework to contain you. His open centers made him a reader of human nature without equal. His defined centers gave him an unshakable, sovereign initiation force that no army or empire could extinguish. His wounds became his greatest strategic gifts. He didn't reshape the world in spite of his design. He reshaped it because of it. And that sovereign, initiating force is not a trait to be feared or managed. In a manifestor, it is the very thing the world needs. Your chart awaits centers poised for clear initiation. Genghis Khan's story is not just a history lesson. It is a blueprint for what becomes possible when a soul stops apologizing for how it is designed and starts operating from it fully. His Saturn Return forged him in defeat. His Uranus Opposition crowned him in his truth. His Chiron Return turned abandonment into empire. You have those same transits written into your chart. You have your own type, your own authority, your own profile, shaping every decision and relationship in your life right now, whether you can see it or not. While Genghis Khan couldn't consciously access this knowledge, you can. What if the parts of yourself that feel most disruptive, most difficult, most uncontrollable are actually your greatest design features waiting to be understood? If his journey has sparked something in you, and if you're ready to stop guessing and start knowing your own blueprint, take our free clarity quiz. The link is right below this video. Your design is already written. It's time to learn how to read it. Choose your next step.